It's so quick. Yeah?
じゃあもう始めればいい
Yeah.
Hmm?
You've cat fur.
Hey guys.
Hi.
こんにちは
It's been such a long time since we've done a sit-down talk video.
I mean, we're both sick and probably COVID, so
I miss making
we should not go
videos.
out.
I miss making videos with June. As of today, we have been together for almost 14 years. In April.
やばくないそんなに経つ
We're in March.
14年
In April. In April, we will have been together for 14 years.
嘘でしょ
Which is, yeah, I don't know where the time went. I've been wanting to make a video for a while about how we have changed each other. I was going to do it on like our 10-year marriage anniversary or something, but that didn't happen. So now it's just 14 years.
Yay.
When we first got together, I was 21 and you were 20. We were little babies.
I wouldn't say baby.
We were little
We're
babies.
younger than we are, yes.
We were little babies, and I thought I was so mature, but I was just a messy bench back then. I've changed a lot, and a fair amount of it is thanks to June, I think.
That's a good change.
I hope so. I hope. I mean, I look back on my past and I'm really embarrassed, so that's a good sign, right? It means I've improved, I've evolved as a human being, I hope, for the most part.
はい、何でしょうか
I exercise less, so that's definitely worse. Okay, but
That's not my fault.
no, that's not your fault.
I encourage you to exercise every day.
I know you do. One thing that changed is I complain less. Thanks to June.
Is it?
I used to complain a lot, but June doesn't like complaining about anything.
What was the word? Venting?
Yeah, June doesn't like venting.
Sharing things that you want to really complain about together might be a nice thing to let you stress out. It's fun to do, I guess. But like when you're by yourself and then just constantly keep complaining, it makes me feel bad or just worse. I don't become happier. I want to focus on more something that's not stressful.
Okay, June has a sometimes infuriatingly positive mindset. He's a very mentally healthy person, which as a not mentally healthy person makes me angry.
You complain about me now?
Because he's a constant reminder of how much better a person I could be, which is which is hard to live with sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes I just want him to complain about things with me, but he doesn't like complaining. And like even if a situation is bad and we know it's bad, June will look for the bright side on things, which is a very
I'm just happy to be alive here.
Very good way to be. It's annoying as a normal person, but
I'm not forcing you.
no, you're not.
I just feel that way. When you ask me, I just answer your question.
I know, but I don't want to make June feel bad by complaining in situations where we both know something is wrong. So I've noticed that I complain a lot less than I used to. It used to be for me that complaining was a very easy conversation starter with people. I was so socially awkward, I didn't know how to talk to anyone at all.
So maybe you're just making your friends feel bad while you're complaining.
I don't know, because we love complaining in America. Okay. So if you don't know what to say to someone because you're socially awkward, you can walk into a room and be like, check out that weather today. And then they'll be like, yeah, oh my God, it's so hot. And then it's just like a really easy way to like kind of start a conversation with someone.
それはなんか日本でも今日暑いですねみたいなのはあるけど。
Yeah.
そういう話?
Yeah. But I mean, like I kind of would do it maybe just way too much. And because that's the only... Right,
if someone, huge sudden jump. Maybe way too much.
If they weren't interested in my hobbies, like video games or, I don't know, fantasy books or like specific things that I knew how to talk about, then I didn't know how to talk about anything else. So
you just complain.
That it's really easy to find a common subject that we can both complain about. So, but I think I did it too much. I've noticed that if we're in the car together, now if someone does something crazy in front of us, you
go like this, right?
Oh, no, I never honked.
Oh, well, I saw you.
You have to be careful.
Times in America, though.
Very rarely. That's only if like you were really like about to crash.
Okay.
But you have to be careful in America because road rage can lead to you getting shot. So like you can express your anger in America, but you can't like let them know that you're angry. So you can just yell in your car. are you doing, idiot? But then like I've noticed that I do that way less now. And then if I do, I catch myself.
I'm not stopping you from doing it.
I know, but it makes you feel bad.
I
I don't want to make you feel bad. But have you noticed that I've gotten better with it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I was hoping for a more strong, like, yeah, you're way better. But I mean, I guess sure is good enough. I have more.
I guess because we are focusing on driving scenes.
I have more.
In daily life, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I really have tried.
I think I have to start with this. 英語で話してる. Speaking in English, communicating in English in like everyday life. That's definitely one of the biggest changes that happened in my life, I think. そもそもなんか I've never lived abroad. I was born here. I'm like, I guess in a way like a typical Japanese person.
Your sentences are half Japanese, half English right now.
英語でなんかね、話してるのすごい変な感じする、今でも。
Really?
I still feel weird.
But you're so good at it.
Well, you kind of forced me to.
Okay, force sounds like I like tied you to a chair and then like put English words
June,
in front of your face.
I don't know what you're saying.
Okay, no, sometimes,
okay.
all right, sometimes if we're busy and then June's trying to give me like instructions in Japanese, I'll be like, sorry, June, I didn't understand.
Yeah.
Is that
for 14 years.
Is that forcing you?
For 14 years, that helped me, I think.
Okay.
Anyway.
I'm objecting to the usage of the word force.
That's a good thing for me. Yeah. That's definitely one of the biggest changes. That's also related. This is also related. But when I speak in Japanese and when I speak in English, I speak differently. I noticed like several years ago, or just like it's been like this for a long time, and I still find it interesting. So when I talk to my friends, in Japanese speaking friends, Japanese friends, like, "Konnichiwa, sasiburi, genki," like that. But like when I talk to like some English speaking friends, like, "Hey man, what's up? Yo," nanka. I wouldn't say this in Japanese, but I do in English. It's so weird. Like it affects even like I don't know, like even my personality.
It does.
It's really interesting.
I think English can be more expressive and outwardly friendly. I always feel like speaking in Japanese, there's a little bit more distance between me and the person I'm talking to in like a general conversation. Whereas, I don't know, maybe it's also culturally, especially Americans, I guess, we have a reputation around the world as being like overly friendly, perhaps. Like we'll start up conversations with random people and stuff. So maybe
everything depends on person and different, but in general, I guess.
Maybe we're just a little bit more expressive.
笑いのツボ, when you watch like movies, everyone laugh at the same time, same point, because that part is supposed to be funny. We call it like 笑いのツボ. So it's related to this, but it's different when I speak to my Japanese friends, when I speak to like English speaking friends. I think I make jokes or I joke around more than I used to, especially in English, but I don't do it so often with Japanese speaking friends. So when I make jokes with my Japanese friends, like they take it so seriously. Like, no, I was just joking around. That sometimes this awkward thing happens, but yeah, that's also something I think I was influenced by you.
I would say another way that I've changed thanks to you is I am less judgmental as a person. I was never homophobic or like racist or anything growing up, so I thought I was like really open-minded, but I had a lot of internalized misogyny when I was younger, which is where like as a woman you subconsciously dislike feminine things because like you're ashamed of it. So I was like a huge tomboy and I looked down on like when girls were really girly. I didn't want to be associated with that at all because I had a lot of internalized misogyny. And I grew out of some of that once I like got into my college years, but then there were also parts of it that never like came to the forefront of my mind for me to think about them. I used to be more judgmental about people who would do like plastic surgery, for example, and then I remember asking June what he thought, and he said like, why would I care? It's their body. They can do whatever they want. And then I remember thinking when he told me that, like, why do I care? Like, no, he's right. It is their body. Like, why why have I been thinking this all of this time? Like, it didn't make sense.
Is that related to being judgmental?
Yeah, I was being judgmental of people who did plastic surgery, which is also funny because then later I had a nose job. So, like, I wouldn't have done that earlier because I looked down on plastic surgery because of my upbringing and, like, my thought process. But then because, like, I don't know, it was literally just that one conversation with you where you were like, why would I care? It's their body. And I was like, I don't know. Why do I care? Like, I shouldn't care. It is their body. They should do what they want.
You sometimes put on makeup that requires a lot of technologies just to make a powder.
Right.
That's based on technologies.
Right.
You appreciate it and use it to make it look better.
Right.
I mean, you use other technologies to make it look better, or however, I don't know.
Right.
Makes you happy. Go ahead.
Right.
I don't care.
Yeah. And I mean, like, piercings, tattoos are semi-permanent changes. There's lots of stuff like that. There's so many things we grow up with that we just don't really think about. Like, we are instilled opinions from our environment, from the way we're raised, from our culture, and we don't, unless we process, like, actively think about them, like, we may not even have reasons for thinking that way. It's just the way that we grew up. I feel like I'm a lot less judgmental as a person, thanks to you.
Okay. Am I supposed to say thank you, welcome?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how you would, sorry.
I guess in a way, you could say you changed the way that I see things or how I live here. I have more things to not be happy or more happy with. Both.
Okay.
Pros and cons. Like, sometimes you casually say, oh, I wish this part of Japan where this was this. And I was like, I didn't know that even existed. I agree with you. Okay, so I guess, like, when I used to complain a lot, some of that maybe rubbed off on June a little bit. So now he's slightly more No. It doesn't necessarily need to be
things.
complaining, but just those are neutral things that especially probably a lot of, like, I guess, like, an international couple commonly talk about. And that's probably one of the funnest part of, like, being in a relationship with someone from a different culture. I would say, so for example, アメリカだとさ、なんかその道路の真ん中、there's like a lane so that it would be easier to cross the lane next to you or something.
A turning lane? On big streets, yeah.
Like, it's not so common here. Like, then you casually mention it as like, yeah, I agree. I wish there's a center lane here. Or what else? Like, there's so many. The list goes on and on. I miss take-home box thing at a restaurant.
Actually, more places do that in Japan now.
Yeah.
Because of Corona, they started takeout.
Yeah. But that's only a recent thing. You just mentioned it as like, I agree. I wish they do this. I wish they do that. Yeah. I guess you changed me for that.
I know one way I changed you, like, in this aspect. Is every single time we go into the city center now, June says, now that I met you, I couldn't live here anymore. I'm so glad we have a house where we do, where it's, like, quiet and we have some nature and stuff rather than being in the middle of a super loud, busy city that's just all concrete with, like, no trees.
I don't know if
You never
I
used to think about
prefer living there from the beginning anyway.
Yeah.
But I feel more closer to you when it comes to being overcrowded.
Before we do more, we should take a break real quick for our sponsor. Thank you so much to Sakurako for sponsoring our video. Look at this beautiful box. I think this is a Valentine's box.
I like how they're in kimono.
Sakurako is an artisan and authentic monthly Japanese snack box. Every month the theme is different. This one, it's Valentine's Indulgence. So cute. Ooh, I guess we're gonna get a lot of strawberry stuff.
Of course, it's Valentine's Day.
Oh my gosh, this looks so good.
I like the name. Good cacao tea.
Is it an elephant or a teapot? I guess it's a teapot. I'm gonna call it an elephant though. Every month you get one tea and one tableware item. We have a little side dish.
小鉢綺麗だね.
I'm gonna make some of this good cacao tea.
Make me some tea.
This uses Japanese sencha green tea and cacao husk from Costa Rica.
Cacao
Ooh,
sencha.
you can smell it.
Really?
Yeah.
Pookie, can you smell it? Oh, no. Oh yeah, it does smell like cacao.
While this is seeping, my eyes went straight to this. Whoa. It's so cute. Of course, it's delicious. It's like strawberry chocolate and crunches.
うまいこれ.
Uncle chocolate arare. Oh my gosh.
I guess this time it's like a lot of strawberry and cacao chocolate. This is cacao tea, right?
But it's like a senbei arare
本当だ.
cracker with Uncle chocolate.
It's fancy.
Oh, it's even better.
Yeah, the sweetness and saltiness goes really well.
Let's try my cacao green tea. Orange Katie's walking through our garden. Sorry, I was distracted. Maybe it's because I just ate a bunch of chocolate stuff. I don't taste too much cacao. So, just very slightly. That's actually really good. I wouldn't expect that to go well together. It's really good.
I like the roasted flavor. Kind of like a roasting flavor.
The orange cat just dug up one of our molehills and is pooping in it. I never would have put cacao with green tea. But I guess it makes sense because like matcha goes with like chocolate desserts all the time. It's so good. This might be one of my favorite teas that we've had from Sakurako.
本当にそんなに.
It's really good.
Yeah, it was good.
Okay, so here. Look, Sakurako works with a lot of local Japanese snack makers. The arare snack is from one of them. They also put cultural information in the booklet. If you guys are interested in trying Sakurako, you can use our code and link in the description box to get $5 off your first box. Thank you so much to Sakurako for sponsoring our video. We love getting these boxes. We're so grateful to work with them. It's not Valentine's Day yet, but this is kind of a couple's day for us today, and it's been really nice. I guess we can get back to talking about a relationship. Ooh.
When I have a strong opinion, I think I express that more with you. I feel like that's one of the ways for you, like especially from like your culture, good thing to do, or I guess expected to do.
I think it's just open communication, right? It means we communicate better.
Right? That was not a thing to me.
Yeah. There's a lot, like especially in more traditional Japanese culture, that's kind of closed off from. I
mean, it's almost impossible to generalize things or how people behave and stuff, but I would say we do have opinion, but we're not as good as you guys when it comes to expressing openly, verbally. But we do have opinion. So then I think I do express more with you.
Yeah.
Especially when I speak freaking with your language.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like when I speak and communicate or just talk to you in English, I feel like the chances of leading to more like argumentative increases a lot more. I feel like. And
maybe.
This is not just my opinion. At least I talk to two Japanese friends who speak English, and they totally agree with me, and we joke around.
Okay.
Yeah. So when they sense this moment of feeling, I think this is the time we should stop speaking English and go back to Japanese or other languages. Like they said, that works.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not just that, but like I think in general you're more open compared to when we first met. Because when we first met, you were really uncomfortable by PDA, by words of affection. Like even just saying I love you. I can't count how many times I've said this on our channel, but saying I love you in Japan traditionally was something you would only say to someone on their deathbed or maybe at your wedding. Or
like a serious one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't say that casually, I feel like. I don't know about like younger generations these days, but I still wouldn't think it's as common as over there.
Right. But I mean, in America, you literally say, okay, love you, bye, hang up the phone. Like, it's something you can say multiple times a day. And in the beginning, you were uncomfortable with it, but now you say it all the time.
In English, yes. I still wouldn't say in Japanese. I feel like a total different thing to me.
Do you like saying I love you and hearing it back?
Yeah, it's part of my, what's the word? Custom? Not custom, habit?
I know it's part of your habit, but like, would you miss it if it was gone?
I think so.
Do you feel like it makes our relationship, like more...
Definitely better, because that's how you grew up with that. You wanted to hearing that from me too, and now it's my habit too. So yeah, I think so.
And you want to hear me saying it to you?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And you're a lot more physically affectionate than you used to be. You have much less of a problem holding hands in public.
I mean, you judge. I don't know. Am I? I think so. I
I'll wait
still
first.
sometimes feel a little embarrassed, but
I can tell because sometimes you take your hand out of mine at some points. But
well, I
like,
feel sometimes too much. But I have, what's the word? I feel better, and I'm totally fine holding hands. Like when we go out, mall, window shopping on a date. Yeah.
And you grab my hand sometimes
Yeah.
now. So
I have a question.
yes.
Not question. I wanted to ask you guys about when you get in a car,
Yep.
the driving seat,
Yep.
운전석이,
Yep.
and then the one next to it is in Japanese it's called 조수석이, like literally an assistant seat to assist the driver to drive more safely and carefully.
Okay.
That's what
All right,
it means
you know
in
what? This
Japanese.
is a recent argument.
It's actually from last year.
Yeah.
And then I wouldn't even consider that an argument. It was a very interesting, like a cultural, like a difference that I didn't know until recently. That was very interesting to me. What's the phrase? When I was
backseat driving.
backseat driving, and then even after you explain that, and even after I explained the difference,
Yeah.
like you told me that you still feel uncomfortable, like if you're driving and then if you feel like I wasn't aware of something coming like suddenly, and then you try to tell me, hey, something's approaching, maybe you want to be careful, kind of thing, and then that might be considered rude because it's backseat driving or whatever you said, and that was pretty shocking and surprising to me, and that I think that's one of the that's one of the times that I had a strong opinion because it's related to our safety that I actually try to talk and express, and then I guess we argued.
Guys, this is the type of guy that June is. You can backseat drive him and he'll be like, thank you. That's not a normal person. Normal people don't act like this, right?
No. You're not normal. Hey, a kid is coming without noticing us. It seems like, hey, watch out. Careful. Thank you. I have only two eyes looking only this direction. I couldn't pay attention to this. Thank you.
Okay, if there's like a little kid who dashes out in front of the car, okay, sure. Be like, oh my God, it's a little kid. But not if I'm just stopping at a street and another car is coming and I'm looking for cars. Then you don't say like, watch out, a car's coming. Like, I know, I'm looking. Like
if you're stopping and try to pay attention like this, yes. But when we're moving fast, yes.
The time we did it.
This will probably take too long.
For the record, in Japan, if you've had your driver's license for 5 years without any infractions, that includes a speeding ticket, parking ticket, you get something called a gold menkyo. You get a gold license.
Was it 5 years?
Yes, it's 5 years.
Okay.
Without any infraction, not even a parking ticket. You get a gold bar on your license, which means you're a safe driver. We both have gold menkyo. We're both safe drivers. June's a very safe driver. I always feel comfortable driving with June. But I do find it very annoying when people like shout out things.
You took it too personally.
When I'm trying, I can't help. It's considered backseat driving. I'm sorry
but I'm
if
not
I
doing
overreacted.
it in the way that you said it, and however you said though. But
He thinks he wasn't. He definitely shouted, and I'm sorry if I overreacted.
But it's
I did
okay.
find it annoying.
Anyway, anyway, I'll be happy that if you try to help me.
I know you would, June.
So
Another way that you've changed me is you have helped me feel not guilty buying myself things every now and then. I still don't buy myself much, and I still primarily try to shop from like thrift stores and whatnot.
So what conquer?
Yes. Okay, so I grew up, my family was really low income. We're super frugal, shopped mostly at like garage sales, flea markets. My mom did dumpster diving. When I started working all my part-time jobs when I was 15, I would get paid like $6.25 an hour, which is horrible. You can't make a living off of that. Like, that was terrible. I had really, really high anxiety over spending money on anything at all. I still do, even though like we earn a normal income now. We have a house, like we have a mortgage to pay off, but like I should feel comfortable now spending money on things. I still don't, but I'm better than I used to be. So like now, sometimes if I find something I want that's not on sale, I'll be like, June, what do you think about this? Like, I really like it, but it's like $50. Like, what do you think? And June will be like, what, you like it, just get it. And I'm like, but it's $50, it's not on sale, I don't need it. I just kind of, but you make me feel better about it, so I can sometimes get nice things, and I really, really appreciate it, because then I don't have to feel bad.
It's easy for me to say go ahead every time because that doesn't happen often at all. If you tell me that every single day, like maybe you want to check out your financial situation, but like, you don't. You get almost all your clothes from a thrift store very cheaply, and we don't buy things much. And usually when we buy things, it's something that like we want to actually invest on, like a floor home cleaner.
Oh yeah, a Roomba.
Or
God,
like those things
so
like to make our life better. Just like, consider more like an investment. But other times we don't really spend on things that are unnecessary stuff. Yeah. So yeah, I didn't know I helped you with that.
Yeah, but it really, Jin just helps with my anxiety in general a lot. He's gotten really, really good at being super supportive.
Okay. I'm glad.
I love you.
Love you too.
I think we've been talking for almost an hour now, so I have to edit this video down. I guess we could do more at another time. I miss doing these kinds of talking videos.
So
if you guys like these two, let us. I guess it's been so long, like now I don't even know what our audience wants to see anymore. I'm so out of things.
But I'm interested to know if other things that they were interested in knowing from us. Yeah. Sure. Let us know.
Stop eating that.
Yeah, this is not good for cats. He's hungry.
Right, because he threw up his breakfast. I just have to get the Nagi noises. He's so cute. Alright, we gotta give him some food. Sorry, Nagi. Let's get you fed. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you again later. Bye.
Bye.